The concept of an alliance between kingdoms refers to the formal agreement between two or more kingdoms to cooperate for mutual benefit. Historically, such alliances are forged to enhance security, boost economies, or foster political stability. In the context of the tale, this alliance is exemplified through Princess Priya and Queen Bowzo's previous actions, where they provided resources to aid a neighboring kingdom in distress. Alliances of this nature are pivotal because they embody unity, strength in numbers, and collaborative problem solving, which are vital for overcoming crises that a single entity might struggle to address alone. The significance of this alliance in the story is underscored when the king reaches out to Princess Priya, inquiring whether they are protected while recovering from their perilous situation. This inquiry highlights the vulnerabilities that persist even after immediate needs are met, emphasizing the ongoing responsibility of alliance members to ensure holistic support, including military protection. Princess Priya's quick response to send her lion army underscores the alliance's role in safeguarding not just resources but also security, showcasing the dynamic and responsive nature of such agreements. Supporters of alliances argue that they are crucial for pooling resources, sharing intelligence, and creating stronger front lines against common threats. However, challenges arise when differing national interests, political agendas, or power imbalances cause tensions within the alliance. This alliance inherently connects to other facets of the tale, such as the duties and responsibilities of leadership. It stresses proactive planning and addressing needs beyond immediate crises, ensuring a comprehensive alliance strategy that encompasses both emergency relief and ongoing protection. Princess Priya's initial oversight and subsequent corrective action reflect the continuous balancing act within alliances, striving to honor commitments, adapt to changing situations, and maintain trust and cooperation among all parties involved. As the narrative unfolds, these interactions and decisions will likely influence future relations and fortify the bonds among the kingdoms involved. The concept of the request for protection revolves around the need for safeguarding a vulnerable entity, especially in the aftermath of a crisis. In the narrative, this translates to the king of a distressed neighboring kingdom reaching out to Princess Priya, seeking assurance of defense against potential adversaries while his kingdom recuperates. This request highlights the crucial role of security and recovery and stabilization efforts, emphasizing the responsibility of those providing aid to ensure comprehensive support beyond immediate relief. The significance of this point in the story lies in its representation of foresight and comprehensive planning and crisis management. While Princess Priya and Queen Bowzo acted with goodwill by delivering resources, the request for protection serves as a reminder that true assistance requires anticipating further needs, including security. This oversight by Princess Priya is a pivotal learning moment, underscoring the complexity of humanitarian efforts, where supporting a kingdom's recovery is not only about solving immediate problems, but also about establishing a stable environment for long-term resilience. Support for this idea stems from the recognition that security is foundational in any recovery process. Humanitarian organizations and military strategists alike acknowledge the interdependence of safety and humanitarian aid. However, this concept is not without challenges. Critics might argue that militarizing aid could lead to the perception of an occupying force rather than helpers, potentially leading to resistance from the local populace. Additionally, resource allocation for security versus direct aid can lead to controversy over priorities. This point connects to the overall theme of the narrative by demonstrating how interconnected and multifaceted responses must be during crises. Princess Priya's immediate action dispatching her lion army and informing Bowzo illustrates the dynamic nature of effective leadership and adaptability. Her response not only strengthens alliances, but also boosts the morale and recovery of the neighboring kingdom, ensuring their stable transition back to normalcy. Thus, the request for protection is integral, illustrating the depth of commitment required to truly assist others comprehensively. Princess Priya's realization and response mark a critical juncture in the tale, as it highlights her developing awareness and the swift decision-making that defines true leadership. This moment underscores the concept of vigilance and leadership, recognizing not only immediate needs, but also anticipating potential threats and addressing them proactively. Priya's shock at the king's question reflects her initial oversight, a common human experience, but her quick response demonstrates adaptability and responsibility. This aspect of the story serves as a reminder that leaders must be ever watchful, ensuring the safety and security of those they seek to help, especially in vulnerable times. The significance of Priya's realization in the narrative cannot be overstated. It illustrates how leaders must think beyond immediate aid. They must foresee potential threats and address them. This foresight is crucial as it prevents well-intentioned actions from becoming detrimental in the long term due to unforeseen vulnerabilities. Priya's dispatch of her lion army not only protects the recovering kingdom, but strengthens diplomatic ties and fosters trust, a crucial element for lasting peace and cooperation among kingdoms. Opinions supporting this idea often emphasize the importance of strategic foresight in leadership roles. Effective leaders are those who anticipate challenges and prepare for them, turning potential threats into opportunities for reinforcing resilience. However, challenges and controversies can arise with this concept. Critics might argue about the balance between intervention and respecting autonomy, questioning when protection becomes overreach. There is a need to weigh the ethical implications of deploying forces for protection against sovereignty concerns, which can lead to complex diplomatic dialogues. In essence, Priya's realization and action reinforce and influence other aspects of the main story by setting a precedent for responsible and responsive leadership. This episode deepens her character's evolution from a reactive to a proactive leader, impacting her relationships with allies and prompting a more comprehensive approach to future engagements. This connection enhances the narrative's thematic depth, showcasing the multifaceted nature of leadership in times of crisis. In our narrative, the mobilization of the Lion Army is a pivotal development. This concept involves the strategic deployment of Princess Priya's elite lion forces to defend a neighboring kingdom, highlighting the interplay between foresight and swift action and leadership. Mobilization, in this context, refers to the rapid assembly and deployment of military resources to achieve a specific defensive goal. It reflects both the preparedness and adaptability of a leader when unexpected challenges arise. The significance of this plot point is profound. It underscores the responsibility of not only providing immediate aid, but also considering long-term protection and stability. The Lion Army symbolizes strength, loyalty, and readiness to act without hesitation to protect allies. This emphasizes the crucial role of proactive defense measures, ensuring that the aid provided is not undermined by external threats. In the real world, we can draw parallels to historical and contemporary examples. Nations often mobilize military forces to protect allies, as seen in collective defense agreements like NATO. Additionally, during humanitarian crises, peacekeeping forces or national troops may be dispatched to safeguard vulnerable regions while they recover. These examples underscore the importance of immediate support, followed by sustained protection. Supporters of this approach would argue that proactive mobilization fosters regional stability and demonstrates commitment to allied nations' sovereignty. It sends a strong message to potential adversaries that any aggression will be met with firm resistance. Furthermore, it strengthens diplomatic ties and builds mutual trust between nations. However, challenges exist. Mobilizing an army demands significant resources, both financial and logistical. There is a risk of escalating tensions if neighboring regions perceive this as an aggressive act rather than a defensive gesture. Additionally, some may argue for non-military approaches, advocating for diplomatic solutions or local empowerment over foreign military presence. This mobilization intricately ties into the broader narrative. It highlights Princess Priya's evolving leadership and her ability to respond to unforeseen challenges. This decision influences the dynamics between the kingdoms and reinforces the themes of unity and mutual aid. While the initial act of providing resources was driven by compassion, the subsequent military support showcases the depth of Priya's commitment to her allies' safety and stability. In conclusion, the mobilization of the Lion Army is not just a strategic maneuver, but a reflection of leadership's multifaceted role in ensuring both immediate and enduring security in a complex world.